Hello all, this is Ngon. Uh, Using the link in the description, you can go play the game, and notice it's also from GitHub. In GitHub, there's a discussions page which you can go see my post. I judge it as important. Excuse me. If you're the dev, please go see that like right after this video. So, wants to move, you can do space to make this little triangle thing, and I will, oops, this one. I'll get to the blue bar later, but if you press space, it can suck stuff up. So it just sucked up one of these pink things. These are called research. Come on. Oh, or not. It's called research. So if I go suck the dark blue power up, circles mean it's a power up. We have two choices, laser and grenade. If you look on most of my videos, they end with like laser pilot weight builds, so I want to do grenades this time. Lob a single bouncy projectile, explodes on contact or after 1.5 seconds. And then you get 3 grenades per gray. Gray is called an ammo, and yeah. Interest and rocket propelled are both good. I'm gonna take rocket propelled for now. So without rocket propelled, they'd go in like they'd be affected by gravity. With rocket propelled, they just go straight. And so you can easily snipe or something. And Dev, Land Green, if you are listening, please, sure, please, like, when you crouch without rocket propelled, it does a little arcing thing. Can you just add a straight line for if you have rocket propelled, please, and thank you. And then last tech at these are called techs, by the way. Let's get self-assembly. It's actually really good. So if you press pause, there's tech and gun tech. But wow, there's tech and then gun. That means you can only have this tech. Like this tech will only show up if you have grenades. And now that we have Nailbot, which summons a nail, yeah. Now that we have the Nailbot tech, it gives us a Nailbot over here, which can then shoot nails. So we will get gun techs that buff nails very soon. So that's what grenades does, and I will show you what the boss does. This is a boss, by the way. Once he gets close enough, he'll turn this blinking, he stops taking damage, and then he does a laser, like, yeah, that kind of attack. I don't want to take Pilot Wave. But Metamatera cloaking is just a horrible alternative. Sorry, not that it's bad. It's unfun to play. For me. This thing is really annoying. It's just a generic mob. So, Pilot Wave gives, like, all your tech, gun, and field choices. Oh, I didn't tell you. This light blue is called a field. And then Pilot Wave's special ability is it buffs the amount of choices. So previously we had 3 choices, now we have 6. Fireworks is bad. I'm gonna get a lot of controversy. Replication, I'm gonna take it right now. Let's take time crystals. This is called a field tech. So you can only get this if you have Pilot Wave. If I control shift K, let's go find fire, actually, select grenades, control F for fireworks. So, here are fireworks. I will show you what it does in a minute, but if you select this, do you see how these, well, this one disappears too, ignoring this one, it's completely horrible. If you click this one, these two disappear. So, this is a common theme in Ngon. If you go select Pyrotechnics, it gets rid of both of these. Flame Test, you get rid of both of these. Let's go start and see what this does. It does a kind of like AoE thing. Wait, it's mid. No, it's actually really bad. It's the worst out of the 3. I'm completely excluding radioactiveness. Actually, let's do fireworks first. I'm getting completely distracted. That's actually a really good one. And I've tested it before, so the reaction is like normal. Yes, I know what that does. It's mid. If you if you have to take it, yeah, go ahead. Last one, pyrotechnics. I saved the best for last. So wherever the grenade hits, it does 10-ish, yeah, 10-ish explosions around the grenade. So that is the one that we're trying to look for. As soon as we get that, and there are upgrades that increase explosion radius, so if you increase the radius so much that every single one of those explosions hits, it becomes game ending. You don't really need a second one, I guess mine. So Q/E to switch what is your main gun. I also had this question for like a year when I started playing the game. But if you select an ammo, if you collect an ammo power up, it it increases the ammo for both guns. So I'll show you in a minute. There, that is an ammo. We can do space to make this sphere. It cannot go through walls, and then it can collect power-ups just like that. And you see our ammo increased. We can do that again. We have 88 ammo, and then 19 ammo. So 93 ammo, 20 mine, right? Last thing. No, not last thing. If it goes, so do you see the character is being blocked by the spot of the circle? It also doesn't do damage. So then it'll start to shrink. It also requires energy. You saw that we had a blue bar above our head at the start. Now we have a black bar. That is because our field changed. You can also grab blocks and then drop them and do damage. I'm gonna drop some mines, and then that'll deal with itself. Pyrotechnics! Oh, we've won! Oh, those were portals. Portals. Yeah. So that's a lot of damage. It should be able to one-shot most stuff, and I would be very surprised if it didn't. It didn't one-shot that because it had a shield. So this is a button. Once it has stuff on it, on top of it, it creates lasers. We want to get rid of that. And I know that, technically you could operate, you could stand over here and then, like, make that circle, right? And then just, so it was over here. We could just yeet it over here. In all of my maps, I will try to do it the normal way, not quote-unquote cheating with the field, because there's a flight field. It's called negative mass. It's mid. And I try and do them the normal way, just because it's good for practice, and to show you guys. We just got pair production, which is 200 energy after picking up a power. I don't know how that's balanced, but apparently, allegedly it is. Which we have 100 max energy. So if you go above max energy, it'll just slowly deplete rather than slowly increase. Yeah, the grenades are completely busted. Let's go. None of these are good. Normally spin statistics is very, very good, and I've ignored it in a lot of videos. That's because I usually go energy builds. I normally go energy builds, and while you are invulnerable, you don't get energy per second. Oh, this is a new bot. Like, Ngon changed this. Land green, whatever. Oh my. Is it in updates? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Wall grab. I'm just now learning about this. Late game chaos. Oh, thank goodness. Hmm. Okay, I will have to look at that later. If you'd like to go see them, you can just pause the video and then watch them, or you can just boot up the website if you can't for some reason. Sure. No, electron gravity is very, very good. Personally, I like to kill everything before I leave, because I'm a min-maxer, and I do min-maxy things. Where is the boss? Why is it up there? It's also moving, so it's very, very hard to shoot. Oh, this blue line, like, destroys blocks. Decoherence is really good. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... wall grab. But that's... There's also another thing. Sure, I'll show you. These are... I'm gonna call them sub-races. Effectively, once you get rid of them, you get rid of all the other options. I will not show you what we're looking for, but it's related to first ionization. And if you've seen previous videos, you definitely know what I'm going for. Stuff you should not do if you are a newbie. You should not select Find Structure Constant. As a newbie, you will be, who's gonna watch it? You will be colliding with a lot of mobs. So you should probably avoid that. Avoid that tech. You will now see flying blocks. Those blocks will now do collision damage. That is because there's a boss that animates them, and then doesn't give them a health bar, because Landgreen decided to remove the health bar, for inobvious reasons. Virtual Particles is very good. No, that thing can go through walls? Apologize for the voice crack. Applied Science is dangerous. No. So, I mentioned earlier that we're going for, like, explosive radius kind of build. Not right now. There's another canceling thing. This will get rid of another thing that we want. Marginal is actually really good. Let's take no, marginal. I would have taken the transformation, but because we have decoherence, yeah, I didn't want to take that. So decoherence, by the way, whenever you get offered a tech, if you have decoherence, it will never show up again, kind of, until you get rid of decoherence. Or it can get rid of itself. Yeah. And we're max health right now, so we can't pick up any green. Which, heal. I never told you that. Hopefully you can infer that. Ow. That is still alive. None of these are good. Wimps, I don't... I should take it. I'm not going to, though. Even if you can avoid the wimp, it's kind of a waste of a tech. Brainstorming! Pathing Turbo. Which probably just messed up a bunch of stuff. So you also see the circle thing coming from, like, a line. That'll make sense when you consider those things which didn't even have a second to look at me. Basically they'll look at you from, like, a very, very large distance. And then, like, shoot a circle onto you. And there was once a glitch where, like, it would spawn, like, way out to the left, top left. See if I can hit this guy. No! Why is this not? Personally, I use F11. Landgreen is experimenting with the O button, which is messing up full screen. Personally, I would just remove it, just tell them to use F11. This is a game changer of a field tech. But we have to deny it. So, Control F, you find coherence, decoherence. But you can also find coherence. That's also really tempting. Going with coherence right now. So, coherence. Basically, any tech that is offered will never get removed as long as you have coherence, which is the opposite of decoherence. Decoherence? Decoherence. It's pronounced decoherence. Um, why is that important? Which is literally what the prefix D means. De. It, yeah, it's de. De, de, de. Like Spanish de. I'm taking Spanish. I'm a high schooler. Ow. Oh, now my explosions do no damage. Oh, wow, that was a boost. Oh, that's what that white thing to the left of me does. To the left of me right now. It like yeets you up. Why does my explosion do no damage? Oh, this thing. It will slowly, slowly, slowly speed up. And it will also drain energy when you're close to it. Ow! Oh. Well, that's how you die. Explosions can do damage to you. I was really hoping to have a good build, but, I guess that's the game. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I will enjoy my chocolate-covered mango. Goodbye.